What I wish someone told me before building a tech startup. So, there's a difference between having an idea and building a company. So, I didn't really, I knew that building an idea, like bringing your idea into life, would result into like something like a complaint, right? But I didn't really understand like there is a building process with it's not as if I did like no like that. But when besides the idea, there are some systems that needs to be in place. You have to hire people. You see that word hire people on its own is a lot. You have to hire people, and as if hiring is enough. Do you know you have to interview people? There's a lot of things that you need to do when building a company. That when you now enter inside, you'll be like, so this idea will have to pass through all of this process. I didn't know. Like I didn't know that this idea would have to like resort to like all of these things. But an idea that is that when you have an idea, it's always it's all over you, like it's all over your mind. You dream about it. It's like a dream, right? And bringing the idea to reality is like something very exciting, and all of like you'll be so happy, and it's always so good. But building a company is very very different from having these ideas, because you have to put some systems in place, and there are sometimes like this, like you said, the systems that you also create, that you also retired of it, like can't this thing just be doing without me? Because god, it's just a lot of things. But although I'm also learning, and right now I've been ensuring that whatsoever system that is being built, right, is not like tied to me. And for it not to be tied to me, it has to be tied to a human being, right? So the human being has to get the vision of the system, no matter how little that system is, no matter how little, even if it's posting, even if it's the person is a social media manager, even if the person is a dev or a and whatsoever that system, that process that requires for you to bring the idea to life is, you still need to like build a system around it. And it actually requires a lot of work, especially when you don't have money. Hey, when you have an idea and you don't have money, that is different. That is another thing, because I heard that some people have ideas, and I mean, I heard that some people have money and they don't have ideas. Please, if you are that type of person, find me, please find me. I'm in Lagos presently. Please find me. We need to work together. Like I am here for it. Was because of you God created me. I'm not joking. But sincerely speaking, you really, really need to reach out to me. If you have money, you don't have ideas. See, it is well. But for people like us that have the idea right now, but there's no money, like there's no hundreds of millions, there's not even millions right now. Like there's not a lot of things. But building an idea is actually, to me personally, it's actually looking possible. Actually looking possible. The reason I'm always saying it's possible, because I have like a strong foundational belief in God, right? I believe that if God is backing that idea up, money is the smallest of resources that God has. That's from my own idea. But I've met some people, some founders, like some like great people, and they'll be like, if there's no funds for this idea, the idea is on hold. Well, me to now, I can't really say much on that aspect, because everybody differs. If I have an idea and there's no money, I just have to pray about it and ask God. If I had go, I'm going like that. Do you know how Profifix started? Do you want to know how Profifix and Neo Mind started? You think I have money? Okay, I think I need to talk about finding the right people to work for you, like the right people to work with, not for you, not necessarily for you, because they're also doing whatever they're doing for themselves too. But when you guys work together, well, they work with you, you guys dare to like create something and achieve a lot of things together. See, for someone like me now, because I don't want to say I'm a very very like I don't want to like try to hype myself too much, right? But the truth is that I like I have confidence in God. I have confidence in God that this idea on my blow, like this thing is going to really bring out hundreds of millions from us, for us, that oh, we spend this money, we will do this, we will do that. Like if I'm telling you my idea like this, you want to be part of it. So I really believe in any idea that God gave. Okay, one of my I have a lot of things, like yeah, I love like things I believe in. I believe that any idea that I have is like a gift from God, because there are uncountable people in this world, and for God to like find me and give me this idea, because I believe everything I have comes. What did I have that that God has not given me? So I just have to be like a good steward of that idea, right? I have to be a good, so, and finances is not the issue, because the person that provided the idea would be able to do the funding. So that's like my belief though. But I've met people that would not go anywhere if the funding is not available. Even till now, I'm not even saying the funding is available right now, but we are still moving anyway. We are so sure of even with the results, even with the little things we are able to get, like even on the way, where it makes us have hope that oh, there's a lot that will even come than this. So finding the right people is is really really good. It's going to help you a lot. Finding the right people is going to help you a lot, because when you see during my journey in finding people, right, I saw people that are not the right people. I found people that, so when you find people, out of people, a lot of people, you have to get the right one for you, because it's the right one that would stay no matter what. You can say, oh, let's build this thing, I want to build these things, there's no pay, who is ready to journey with me? A lot of people might come and might enter the train with you, but at the end of the day, most of them, maybe they have their own destination, they just drop along the way when they've gotten like to where they want to get to. So you just need to ensure that you have the right people on board, because a lot of people can see, having having wrong people in a business can really draw your business back. And as even as I laugh a lot, as I'm the soldier very lot, I think some certain people think I'm a very wicked person, and I don't really think I'm a wicked person. Although it used to be fun when they call you wicked. There's one meme like this I was going out. I like about like one as I did one caricature carrying a um big water, they wrote wickedness, and the person, and big bread or something like that, and the what is it called, that cartoon was like eating that stuff to show them, that to show others that they can be more wicked or stuff. But sincerely speaking, I'm not like that. You just have to, as a founder, you need to be very very, you need to, you have to be very assertive. You need to I'm not saying you need to be strict, you need to be a good leader. That's just it. You need to read, you need to be a good reader, you need to know the right people, because if you don't have the right people on your train, it's not actually a good thing. And do you know that even as I don't even have money right now, I'm rich, I'm very wealthy, but there's a time like I in Poppy Fix, we are never paying much. I think the money was not much at all. I'm not mentioning it, but I have like all the all entire the all staffs that were in Poppy Fix before I had to like because I saw like the energy all these guys are giving is not like, it's not what I'm looking for. And all this, or like this set of people, I understand that there's not payment for now, from like the payment is not much for now, or there's not payment for now, but this whatsoever, like I even call it incentives, because you can't even publicly call that payment. However, I had to like tell everybody to leave, because I believed that they were not the right people on the train. Because if they are the right people, there are some certain things you would get from from the right people. There are certain energies you will get, and it's not as if they are bad people. They are incredible people. Like they bring ideas, they bring a lot of things, but you just need to be very, very sensitive. Somebody might be good, might be sincerely good. Like somebody can be like an angel, but that angel is not for you. Somebody can be an angel for your business, but that angel is not for you. So you need to be able to discern the person that is good, the person that should not even, that is good but should not journey with you in this organization. So it is very, very important that we get that. So besides that, the product development is there too. The product development is there. You need to like develop the product itself. It is very important that you develop the product, because over time, let me use new minds for example. New mind keeps evolving, the idea keeps improving. We are telling you, whatsoever idea you have, whatsoever product you want to build, you are building for people. You are building for your audience. You are not building for yourself. As far as you are not building for yourself, you need to ensure that that product development is like tailored for the people that you are building for. So if it needs for you to like adjust some things, for you to change some things, for some things to be like done like in certain ways, then do it. That just ensure that you keep improving the MVP. Just ensure that your product keeps developing, and it keeps developing to the extent that it's going to be so good for whosoever your consumer is. So that's all of these things that are very important. And do you know another important part that I want to really mention is these customers. You need to get customers, right? You see, this particular aspect is very important, because if it requires you going out, get your first 100 customers. And this is something I want to also like do. Although presently, even though I have these startups, I'm still working as a software engineer for a company. So it's really important that I'm getting to learn to like balance everything and still being productive. But you see, getting users, I've gotten to understand that the reason business, a company is called a company, is because of sales. If there's no sales, it's already a non-profit organization, because so sincerely speaking, if it needs for you to think about strategy, if you see, I've see there have been periods that sales wasn't coming at all, and it's not because sales is not coming does not mean you as a founder or as the owner of a business, you will not spend. Who told you? You will still spend money on that business, because like there will still be expenses, right? So it is very important, it is very necessary that you get users by all means. Get users, that your first 100 customers are very, very important. What are the strategies you are putting in place? What are if it's code messaging, whatsoever thing you need to do just to get the first, at least, okay, you can start with 10 first, 10 then 100, right? Let us say 10 is the first goal, then 100 is should be the next target. So this is something also that I'm working on personally, because my startups, I started new minds. I would just say all the companies were officially started this this year, right? So it is very important that we try to get users so that we'll be able to get validation. Here's another thing I will talk about to validation. Validation is very important. This product you're actually building, really, how like you need your users to be able to validate your products, because without the users validating your product, it's it shows that maybe you're wasting time, or you're just joking. Because when you look at companies that see I feel that most goals of business owners are to build companies that will be able to that they'll be able to sell, right, for millions of dollars and all. But if the product that company is selling is not validated, they can't even get to that. They can't even get to that extent. They can't even get to the stock market. They can't get to that what they're envisioning. So it is really very important that you validate. Like validation is very important. So, and validation would not happen if there is if you don't have a user. So if they are not users, validation is not possible. Including marketing too, you need to market your product. You might not be the one, you might need to get people that would help you in marketing and all of these things. So you need to market your product. Marketing your product is very, very, very important. Marketing your product is extremely important. So when you get to market your product, you would promote the brand, right? You're also promoting the brand, gaining more visibility, and there's a lot of advantage. You'll be able to make more sales too. So marketing for start for your tech startup is very important. Another thing that you'd want to consider, which is something I'm already doing right now and that I'm taking seriously. I might actually think I'm taking it seriously, but I don't know. I just feel some people still think I'm joking. So, but personal branding, right? So, personal branding is very important because I've learned over time that like your personal brand is going to help your business. Even businesses that are really doing extremely well, if you have a very strong personal brand, your personal brand, even for my business, right? I've seen NIS, that is Neominds Innovative Studio, the innovative aspect of NIS, of Neominds, where we build products and work for clients, companies, industries, various industries, right? Just creating innovative solutions for them. Or if they want to build a startup, you can reach out to New Minds Innovative Studio. That incredible people, young talents, amazing minds that will work on your product, that will work on your ideas and bring them to life. So when it comes to personal brand, it actually helped NIS because I got a lot of projects, and I'm able to like use my personal brand to promote NIS. And okay, people know, oh, even though like she has new minds there, and she could still build your website for you, she could still do this, oh, now she even has a team or stuff like. So your personal brand is going to really help your startup, your tech startup, a lot. And for a long time, I say for a long time, like, but we just launched NIS, right? So for quite some time now, I feel that my personal branding has been the one sustaining for quite some time now, and I believe that with time NIS will be able to evolve and speak for itself and bring up like a lot of things, a lot of prospects for itself too. There's something too that I would like to speak about is that I really wish that I I was told of is team problems. See, there's no perfect team. There's no perfect team at all. Me, as you're looking at me, I'm not a perfect leader too. If it's not for God that is even helping, because I really feel like I believe that I'm helped by God. I'm just learning along the way. There's something I do. during the appraisal, because I feel that that is where we have a section. I've been practicing this for quite some time now. People that have been under my leadership would have experienced this. It is a part whereby um, every team member get to appraise each and every like team. Every team member get to appraise everyone, right, including the leader themselves. And me like this, they will appraise me too. So everything they say, I be they complain, oh yeah, this, yeah, that, you need to work on this. I have to like work on it. So this is something I'm always looking out to, like, okay, to grow my leadership, to grow my leadership skills and all. So there's always going to be team problem, because team is not just the name, it's the human being that is inside the team. And you know how we humans now, and now we are so good at annoying ourselves, are so good at like just doing what we do as humans. But you know when there's a system for conflict resolution, even me, have I even created system for conflict resolution for real, beside, like, without me being involved? I think I need to work on that too. So like we need to like create systems, right? We need to create systems and put systems in place to avoid team problem. This is something that like I do avoid a lot, so that everybody will be able to work without having anybody inside meaning somebody. Because if they mean somebody and they go and do mistake on a client's project, hey, do you know that it's a company that will be blamed? It's a company that would actually be blamed. So another thing is that which is like one of the thing that I really wish some. I thought I'm going to always have the fire, that like the energy I had when I got the idea. But you will look for motivation like this. There's a write-up I wrote about me going to go and look for motivation, sister motivation in our house. I don't know, it's been long that I wrote, but I remember the title of me going to look for motivation. If motivation is on the mountain, you have to go and look for that motivation, because you have to stay motivated. And trust me, it's not every day that you feel motivated. People will annoy you, especially when you have your family members and friends. Although me personally, I don't even have business with it. In fact, if I even prefer my everybody should be my friends and family, because I already have a system of dealing with that, so it doesn't even bother me. But people, as I said, would still be people. So you need to like, you need to like also me too, right? So we need to always stay motivated. We need to create a system to keep us motivated. And one of the surest system I discovered on time is doing something that you love. If you're, cause me like this, even when I'm even doing something that I love, it's not every time I feel motivated though. But I think that is what, like, one step, right? I think that like that's like a step, right? Because I can't even imagine like not being motivated. It can be, a lot of things will just be left undone, because normal is there even time to do anything without. And you even need to, I feel that we even need to even be more disciplined. It's never about motivation, because as a tech up founder, or like someone that is working on it, startup, a tech startup, it is very important that you are disciplined. Yes, I think this one goes beyond just motivation or being motivated, because to be sincere, it's not even every time that you feel motivated. And I think that's one of the things like I wish someone had told me, right? Because is that motivation you used to start that industry or that idea is not what would help you sustain the idea to become a very successful startup company. You need to be very disciplined in your time, discipline in management, in your management skills, in leadership skills, in ensuring the systems that you're building is actually going through and working with or without you. So I think discipline really is something like everybody should really work on because because emotionally, I think I even need to even talk about that emotional wise, because emotionally that motivation, in fact, sef, do you want to hear the bitter truth? You will encounter some issues like this. You be you I don't even know how you, what is the name of that emotions whereby you are sad at the same time, you are angry at the same time, you have to be happy at the same time. I don't know if it's not okay, they call it mixed feelings, right? But you still have to remain grounded, so that you have to be very optimistic so that it will not affect the employees, the way they work and all, and your team members too, people, especially your co-founders or like people working with you and all. So another thing I really wished that they actually told me beforehand is the emotional rate. See, I don't know. There's one. What is coming to my head is this sound wave. You guys know how sound wave is going up and going down. That's how it will be doing you. That's how it's going to be doing you. There's sometimes you'll be like, yeah, you happy. Like there's sometimes like, 1 month like this. Maybe you did not make sales for 1 month or like 2 months or like some months like this, and you are spending money. You just be angry. You just be hungry. But sorry, like if you don't understand why I laugh at things that are very sensitive like that, you just know that I'm a Nigerian, and Nigerians, we have this in us to always look for, like, always find happiness, even some, like, always find joy, even even in a situation whereby like joy might be very difficult to find. So so it is really important that we actually stay grounded, because I've met some leaders that I don't like because of that. The person might be amazing. I've met different leaders in my life, you get, because I'm not just also a leader. I'm also led by like a lot of people too, and I've seen different leadership traits, and I've met some people that when they are hungry, you don't even want to like go near them at all, because they'll just do transfer of aggression. So you don't want to be that type of leader, right? Because me too, I'm always, see, there's something about me as a human being, and I notice that it's not everybody that we have. I'm a very very intentional person, so I'm intentional about I might not be intentional on things that I don't think are valuable to me. Share you go. I don't think are very very valuable. But every other thing that, especially my tech startups and or every other thing that are important, I'm very intentional about them. So I'm intentional about leadership too, because I know the type of leader I don't want to be like. So there are some times that you need to. There are some times that like um you need to speak up. You need to show your displeasement on some certain issues. You need to like, there are sometimes you need to fire people. There are sometimes you need to like speak to people like in a way that might not really sound nice. And there are sometimes that, so you just need to know emotional intelligence is very important. It's not as if I have emotional intelligence before, to be sincere, but I think this is when I saw that the way this tech startup is going, and this emotional stuff is not going up, and I just have to like, okay, I need to like find peace with myself and remain grounded, learn about emotional intelligence, and really work on myself, you get. So I had to do the work, I would say, and there I am, still learning, still growing. And I believe that there's still a lot of things that I would love to share. But thank you for your time. Bye for now.